Yeah. We don't have many people booked for this one, and there's a good chance that nobody will turn up. This,
Yeah, Melissa and I were actually talking about that, and she said that you usually uh taught to Facebook, like you had done that before. Because I asked her, do I still push it if you don't have anybody? And she said yes. So
said
I
yes to what?
yes to go ahead and push it, and basically you just do like a more of a speaking points or information rather than it being interactive out there to the GSU or Facebook Live.
Okay.
That because I asked her specifically because she mentioned uh, at least one. It must have been this one that she said not many were registered. Only two people were registered and weren't sure they would even show up. So apparently she still wants you to go live with it. I
Uh,
don't make decisions. I do as I'm told, and you are good. You're up. So,
okay. That's fine. You're giving me back the host.
yeah.
It's fine. And we'll press record and record to the cloud. Now, don't forget, somebody you must be told that these things are recording to a site on zoom.us, but clearly Get Set Up staff don't know where to find it. Okay.
Right, right.
So please let them know to make contact with me so I can give them a link, um, because I don't like the idea that some of the class are perhaps requesting. I don't know if they are,
Oh,
recordings.
yeah, we get requests for your class often. And as I said, Melissa, I thought was working with Stacy to get it resolved, but I'll let her know that you've been working with Marge as well, and that you know that they're getting recorded to your personal, which I would think would be the issue, that somehow in your guide settings, it's going to a personal rather than the
No,
company.
don't get me wrong. Let me
Oh,
repeat that. No, you are partly right.
mhm.
It's I've got a personal account. Yes, okay. It's not going to that. It's when
Oh,
I'm looking as Get Set Up, okay, and I go to my Get Set Up account. It's there,
yeah.
okay. Um, and but I don't know if that's where, let's say, you people find it, okay. But it is there, and every single one is being recorded. And because I get an email with a link
Oh,
saying, here's a recording, and there's a recording for me, specific as the host, and there's a recording for the public. And then I go in, sometimes I check it, sometimes I even download it, because I like to keep one recording of each of my classes. Uh,
right.
for no good reason, just
Well, no, I would too. I would want it. Okay, but she's been working with Stacy, so Stacy may be aware of that and they're trying to figure it out. But I'll let Stacy know we chatted. I mean, Melissa know we chatted about it.
yeah. She must contact Marge.
Okay,
All
sounds
right.
good.
Thanks, Sharon. Hello,
Have
Hank.
Hello, hello.
Hey, nice to see you yet again. It's super, huh?
Yeah, it's been my evening with you, it seems.
Yes. I so like it. Thank you very much. And there were only two books, so it could land up very shortly as only you and I, which would be marvelous, because then we could really interact and I could answer your questions. And so that's super. So is that a virtual reality screen behind you, or is that your office?
That's just my getaway room.
Your getaway room, your cave.
It's,
Okay.
it's light
Yeah.
here. That didn't do any good.
Okay.
There. That didn't do any good. Let me turn this one on. That's better.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, it was good both ways.
Okay.
So what? Tell me your relationship with Instagram, and have you been working? Are you a beginner?
I have never used Instagram. Never tried to use it. Don't know anything about it.
Okay. Okay. You've never tried to use it either.
No, never tried.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. So no, well, at least it tells me where to sort of pitch the class, you see.
Uh-huh.
So we'll go through what I'll do is we'll go through some slides, because I find the slides are always, they're simple, but they each have got some facts attached to them. And then at the end, we'll go live using my phone.
Okay.
I've got an iPhone 6, so it's an old phone. And or we can go onto the website and do Instagram live on the website. We can see what sort of phone are you, or what device would you be using to access if you decided?
I have an iPhone 11, and I have an iPad and a desktop computer. So one of those.
Okay. Yeah, we got another one. Brenda, hello.
Yeah, the iPhone's a little small. The screen's a little
Hello.
small for me.
Hello, Brenda. Hi. So, Brenda, what brings you into introduction to Instagram?
Just curious to see how it works. I'm not really on Instagram yet.
Okay, you haven't used it yet.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So you and Hank haven't used it. So that's good. So we can take from there. Now, all right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my slides first, and we'll go through the slides. And please, only two of you, so leave your microphones on, because I want you to gain value. And so if you suddenly come up with a question in your mind, just to call my name, and then let's see if we can answer the question. So because it's new, there's going to be sort of, I might go into a little bit too much detail perhaps, and or you want more explanation on something. So please, let's move forward. Can you see my Instagram screen? Great. Okay. And I know, Hank, you know me, but I'm not sure if Brenda does. Okay. Brenda, my name is Michael Plumstead. Oh, we got Nancy. Hey, welcome too. Goodness, you're also staying up late, Nancy. That's great. Anyway, I was just saying that my name is Michael Plumstead, and I live in Perth in Western Australia. And the time has just gone 11 a.m. in the morning.
About 12 hours difference.
I'm in Michigan, and it's about 11 p.m.
11 p.m., 12. And where are you living, Brenda?
Michigan. United States, Michigan.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay. And Hank, are you on the West Coast or not?
No, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And Nancy, where are you? I'm waking you up.
What'd you say?
I said, where are you? Where are you? Where do you live?
Brooklyn, New York, honey. Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, thank you. All right. Sorry to disturb your sleep.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, seeing you're all new on Instagram. It is a messaging app, but it's so much more than a messaging app. And I hope by the end of the class that you understand that why it's one of my favorite apps is Instagram. And I like their tagline that you can see on the screen now: capture and share the world's moments. That is it in a nutshell. Yes, you're dealing with videos, you're dealing with photographs, as is, let's say, Facebook. But Facebook, you would load the whole holiday, whereas Instagram, you're going to add one video or one picture for that moment. It might be a moment around the dining room table. It might be a moment on the beach with a grandchild, whatever it is. It might be that moment of getting ordained and whatever. So and there are a lot of users on Instagram, and they are across the age spectrum, so there's not like, some of them like Snapchat or TikTok that are very much focused on the young population. This one is the average age is around about 30 years old to 40, between 30 and 40 years old. So to get that sort of average, you need some much older people as well. So they do. And it's a special app, and it's easy to operate, but it does take, to get to that. Anything is easy when you know how, okay? But it's important to just practice a little bit for it to become easy, and then you'll see how quick it is, and how fantastic the programming behind the scenes is to make it a lovely experience. And that's why Facebook bought Instagram, because of its programming behind it. Now they've linked the two quite strongly, and so there's a lot of similarity now between some of the changes that Facebook has made and the Instagram changes. So, as I said earlier, it is a messaging app, but it's not a messaging app, okay? And you'll find out at the end. So you can send text messages and group messages and photos like you can on any other messenger app. And, but the most important thing with Messenger is, with Instagram, it's about a moment. It's about that picture. It's not about the text and that goes with it. It's about that picture. And Instagram has a very strong, quite a unique editing feature in order to make a bad picture look much better and a good picture look brilliant. And so it's something that you need to experience. And so there are beautiful groups on Instagram. As you can imagine, every posting starts with a picture, as opposed to a lot of postings in other places. It's all about text. Here, it's about a picture and then a little bit of text that resonates. And I love that word, to use that word in Instagram. Things have got to resonate with you. And so the picture is there, and then you type something that resonates with the picture. And you'll see, we'll go live a little later in the class. And the type of terms that you need to know in order that I will use in this class, and they're not unfamiliar if you're on social media, but the first one is following with ing at the end. It refers to the list of users that you follow, okay? And followers with ERS at the end, followers on Instagram are the users that follow you. Okay, but we'll show some of that live. And at the moment, particularly for two of you, it's all theory. There are privacy terms that you can use in order to make your experience on Instagram that much more pleasant, okay? And so we'll move through that as well. I see we've got Melinda. Melinda Manny, hi. I've seen you earlier today, haven't I?
Hi again.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Really super to have you here. We just started. Tell me, Melinda, what's your experience on Instagram? Melinda, do you have any experience with Instagram? Do you use it at all?
Yes, I do have an account, and I have posted some photos, but I know there's some features that I don't use, and I need to learn more about.
Okay, that's fine. And I know where you're coming from. So please ask questions, Melinda, because the other class attendees this is like their first time exposure to Instagram. So when we go live on Instagram later in the class, then please ask questions, and I can attempt to answer them for you to get a better feel of your experience on Instagram. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, pleasure. All right. So for privacy terms, you can mute somebody. And so what happens is it's just regulating what comes into your daily feed, your action page. They just will not appear in your feed. Okay. You can restrict somebody. A person can comment on your posts, but they will be hidden from others. Okay. So be aware of that, and I'll show you when we go live. You can follow and unfollow people, okay? And if you unfollow, we're talking about privacy terms, okay? Unfollow, you will no longer see the person's content in your feed, okay? Very similar to muting. But we'll talk and show you live about that. And then you might well want to use the block to block somebody. And the blocked person can't see your photos or videos or search for your Instagram account even, okay? So I'm going to tell you now, more so than any social media app, that is, it's going to look different on every single device, okay? You know, it will look different on an iPhone 6 to an iPhone 12, okay? It will look different on an Android and all the different makes of Android. They will look different. The functionality is the same, but what you see on the screen is not going to be the same. So just be aware of that, because I don't want you trying to necessarily follow something, let's say, on the slides that I'm giving you, and then you can't make sense of it. Okay. So what we're going to go through as an introduction, and we'll do it live as well. First, you need to know how to post a picture to Instagram feed for your followers. You've got people following you, and you will have, okay? You need to post so that they can get what you've got to offer, okay? And so how do you post a picture? You look for the plus sign, okay? You look for the plus sign. And it could be anywhere. It could be at the bottom of the page. Mine's on the top of the page. And they might have the word post as opposed to the plus sign, depending on the device that you are using. But it'll be very clearly marked in one way or another that this is where you go. So you click on post or on the plus sign, and it would default probably to a photograph, okay? It may not if it's your first time. Then you've got to find, or you've got to take a photograph. Because remember, every post with Instagram is about a moment. It is about a specific picture or video, okay? And so what you do, once you've clicked on the plus sign, you now either take a photograph, and it'll be obvious with the camera that you can take a photograph on your screen, or you can go to your Instagram library of photos that you and only you have uploaded, and you may want to use some of those, or you may want to go to your device and upload new ones. So you've taken some pictures of everybody around the dinner table, and now you want to maybe upload one or two of those and bring them into the Instagram library, and you'll do that. And but you can also take a video or a photo. Then this is like screen one. Then you click on the top right-hand corner, and there might be an arrow going to the right, or it might say next. Okay, so what you now do, it takes you now to the next screen with the photograph that you have chosen. So you've chosen this photograph, and now you filter it. Now you've got very powerful different filters, many filters, and I'll show you that as we go live. I'll scroll through them, but you filter. So you'll decide either to leave your photograph as it is without putting, let's say, a sort of a brightness on it, or a little vagueness, or make it a black and white, or you've got all those options. The editing facility is very good, and it's very easy to use. Okay, so you don't have to get to issues. Once you've filtered it, you then, on the right-hand bottom, you would go to edit, and There are all types of editing things by clicking. You want to get the contrast right, you click on that, or you want to make the picture brighter or whatever. Okay, there's lots of options that you work through on the editing. That's all on the same screen, the filter and editing. Then you click on the top right-hand side again, the arrow or the word next, and that takes you to the third and final screen before you post. Okay. So now it brings your picture with you to the left. You now can type something, whatever you want, the text. So the text is relating to the picture, obviously. And if you have people in the picture, let's say around a dinner table, you can now tag those people and give them names, and anybody looking at the photograph will see the names, or putting their cursor over the picture, the name will come up. And underneath that, you've got a location. It's always great to add a location because, if you go out on holiday somewhere and you want to remember, yes, those were the days. And you put in wherever it is, Indonesia or whenever, okay, and or Bali or whatever it is, and you add the location so that it's there. Also, because people might look at this picture, let's say at the top there, and say, now where is that? As soon as they see the words, Boston is beautiful today, now they know exactly what that is, okay, and where it is. And on this final page of posting, you've got Facebook and other options like Twitter in order to post this there as well. Post the link to this particular. So it gets posted on Instagram, but you can immediately link it to your Facebook. And when you click on Facebook, you then have the options of any posting on Facebook. How private you can make it is up to you on Facebook when it takes you there. So now you are ready to make a post. So you click share. Now you've made your first post. Okay, there the post has gone. And you are now looking to do a different type of posting. So now you can create a story for your followers. Okay, you've now made you've posted a picture, now a story. A story can be a whole lot of pictures, still pictures put together, or it can be a video, normally a video, okay? But it can be a picture and a video, but it's normally a video. And a story only lasts for 15 seconds. Okay, that's how long it is. But it's amazing when you make a statement of some description, you can get that statement into 15 seconds quite happily. And it then gets posted not onto your profile, it gets posted onto Instagram, people following you and linking with you. And then after 24 hours, Instagram deletes it. Okay. You can, within that 24 hours, save your own story to your profile page so that it'll be there not for much longer than 24 hours, okay? But if you don't save it, it's then deleted and it's gone, okay? But it's certainly gone for everybody else after 24 hours. So you go the same route to create a story, let's call it a video, and you click on the camera, or on the plus sign, and you're now within the story feature, and you can take a picture or a video right from within the app, right where you are now. You just hold down the button and you're now taking a video. You can, if you want to, go back and use some of the photographs in your library as you did with the other posting. So, you can use photos in your stories as well, and you can use more than one. But remember, you've only got a total of 15 seconds of video viewing, okay? And then now we're just going to use the same picture for the story. And now you've got various options here. There's a different type of editing, okay? I'm not going to go into detail on the slides, but we'll have a look at it when we go live. But in this place now, if you look at the bottom of the page, you can now save this the story and come back to it at another time. Okay, in other words, you're saving it as a draft, and you can relook at it. Okay, you also have the option to post it right now before you do any editing. As it is, just post it. Okay, and on the right-hand side, you can send to individual people the link. On the top are all your editing features before you do any of that on the bottom. And so let's say you click on the smiley face, you would then get a screen looking like this, where you can add your location onto that video or photograph, or you can add a hashtag or the date or whatever. So in this example, we've clicked on the location, Boston, Massachusetts, and we've clicked on a hashtag city life. Okay, so I thought it originally was going to be about the river, but it's not. It's about the city next to the river. So whatever the story is going to be. And so now you have posted, let's say you click on your story there, plus the plus sign, it now gets posted. And so now you've got 24 hours of video on there before it gets deleted, and 24 hours for you to save it as well. Okay, if you've made a mistake, oh my goodness me, have I made mistakes? Okay, and what you do is you click those three little buttons on the top. Once it's posted, after it's posted, okay, it's there, and you can do this with any posting. Then down drops this little menu, and you can do the things on top there. You can totally delete it, but you can go and edit, let's say, a spelling mistake that you've noticed. And so you can click and edit, and then it gets reposted automatically. All right, so next comes something, how to follow on Instagram. Okay, so you've now been putting out posts for people that are following you, that are linked to you, that are connected to you. Okay, now how do you follow? You go searching for the little magnifying glass on your device, on your Instagram, wherever it is, and it might say search. Okay, it might say something to do with following, but it's usually a magnifying glass. So this is how you would follow. You would click the magnifying glass, and Instagram would bring up a whole lot of options that you would scroll down and have a look and see what resonates with you, okay, as you go down, because you're looking for things to follow. You might have something already in your mind. You know, I want to find flower arranging, or I want to find boat making, or I want to find, holiday destinations, or whatever it is you're looking for, and you scroll down, and this is where you would find people to follow. So let's assume we wanted to find an individual. So in the search bar, we put Mandy M, and we click search, and then there comes Mandy Moore, is what we searched for at the top. And so now we click on Mandy Moore, and it takes us directly to her profile page, her homepage. Her profile page is a better way to work, profile page. And now you found the person that you searched for. Okay, now you have an option to follow them. Okay, so you click the follow, and now you would be following them. All right, and we'll do that live so that you can see, a second time, and just remember the slide, because that will help in the going down. So that's how you would follow people. There are various places, and I'll show you them. Then your own profile is terribly important. Get Set Up does have one class dedicated to your profile. So it's worthwhile, if you're serious about it, to go and find your way around first. Go and open an Instagram account. It is free, and follow your nose. Instagram will lead you through, put your picture here and put your name here and things like that. And you will then open an account. Then perhaps it's the right time to take the class. All right.
This is Brenda.
Yes, Brenda, tell me.
I have that app, the Instagram app open now, and it says you can log in with Facebook or you can sign up with email or phone number. Either do they all work pretty much the same, or any suggestions on which might give you a little more versatility, I guess?
They're all exactly the same. It's just your preference, okay? If you've got a Facebook account, and because it's owned by Facebook, gets Instagram, then just use Facebook. Then it's always there in the future. You don't have to remember a password, okay? Which you'd otherwise put an email and a password in. But I would go, the easiest would be click Facebook if you've got a Facebook account.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure. Okay, so you would create a bio about yourself. This is important because people, when they look at your profile, you need to resonate with what you are and who you are and why you are on Instagram. So they can just quickly read a short bio, and now they say, not for me, or yes, I want to follow this person, okay? So that's the icon for the profile on most devices, not on all of them. Some of them say profile, some of them are just a circle. But, and then when you've clicked on that icon, it will take you into your profile, okay? And because Instagram knows it's you, because you've signed in either with Facebook or with your password, and you can now start editing. And as I said, there is a full-time class on that. And up here, these 3 lines, very important for security. Click on them and you'll get various types of security. All right, so before I stop sharing and go live now, it's a beta version that Zoom have got here of connecting an iPhone to that I've used, and I've used successfully now in previous classes. Are there any questions about it so far? Basic questions. Let's get to them. I mean, they don't have to be basic. Okay.
Very confusing. Michael.
Yes, it would be, Nancy, because anything for the first time is confusing. And one just needs to, try it. You open an account and slowly work through, and come through. Come to more of the classes, because as you get more familiar, you will immediately feel better about it. Okay, and but at the moment, yeah, we're getting through. And I've opened my phone. Now, you can see in the middle of your screen my Instagram account. It says Instagram at the top. Have you all got it? Is it all coming through to you? Just say yes or nod or something.
I don't even have the app.
Can't you see anything, Hank, on the screen?
I can see your screen, but I don't have the app on my phone. I was just looking.
Oh, no. I'm talking about my screen.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that that you are seeing my screen. Okay. Right. Okay. And you must just let me know. So I've now gone onto my Instagram account in order to show you live, and I've landed on my home page, okay, my activity page, what Facebook would call wall, and so now you can put on the kettle, make a cup of coffee, sorry, you're in America, and relax with and look at your Instagram feed that is here. So you just page down. These are all linked to you when you go onto yours. Okay, the artificial intelligence is now deciding things that have been posted that are linked in one. Maybe you're following them, maybe you've liked them, maybe you have become friends with them. Okay, and so you can do that's where you'll spend most of your time. Is on this page. You'll see at the bottom of the page is a little dark house. Okay, and that's your home page. So this is where things are coming that you basically want to come, other than the adverts, which will also come. Okay, and so you bear with the adverts. Now, I want to show you to the right at the bottom. You see the magnifying glass? What did I tell you the magnifying glass was?
Search.
Search. That's right. Thank you.
Right.
Right. So now I told you that when you hit the search, immediately Instagram is going to give you all types of options. So you page down and you look at something that sort of resonates with you. And, you know, as I'm a gardener, I'm looking at that one. It's catching my attention. It's also moving, so it's also catching my attention. And so, you know, I can click on it. I just press on it. That's all I do. I'm going to tell you about Reels in a minute. You see Reels at the top there. So if you clicked on those three buttons, you've got various options, but I want to get you, I think we should start with a still picture first, and to see what resonates with a still picture. Let's maybe click on this one down here, because I see some seedlings growing up. Okay, so now we have got, we've gone to the actual posting itself. It's just made a bigger picture of the same picture. But now we need to say, well, do we want to follow this person? Now, this doesn't give us enough information. So we need to click on the name of the person or the profile picture, and that'll take us to her home page, her profile page that she's made public, the aspects of it that are made public. So now you can talk, you can have a look, and maybe we click on more there and we decide, yeah, okay, that's she saved her stories. Remember those 15-second stories, and I'll show you how to do that. So we can page down now and we can see the type of posts she's making. Now, is that something that resonates with you? You've got to ask the question, because when I look at this, yes, it does resonate with me. It's about growing. It's about garden. It's about seedlings. So I think, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to click on the blue button, the follow button. Now watch how it changes when I click on it. It changes to following. Okay, and you can see next to her profile picture on the top of the page that she's made 400 posts. She's got 23,000 followers. Okay, now I'm one of those 23,000. Okay, and she's following 499 other people in themselves. So that's what you would do. Let's just click on that back arrow at the top and go back, and then we go back again, and we're landing up now back on the magnifying glass, and we can now look at who else we want to click on. Okay, see what resonates with you, and click on it, and then go to the profile. See if that's what you want. Okay, now I said I'd come back to Reels. Reels is in the middle of the screen here. Reels is the next longest video at the moment that you can make. Reels allows you to create a video for 1 minute. Okay, so instead of the 15 seconds, it's something relatively new on Instagram. And so now you can have a 1 minute video, and then we'll go there in a minute. But I don't want to leave the search yet, because there are so many things you can do. The IGTV is Instagram TV. Now that is now the third length of video that you can put onto Instagram. It's an hour. So you can create it on your phone or on your device, and you can upload it to Instagram, or you can create it on Instagram. And so with the search, you'll see on the top here, next to the right of IG, there are various categories, so that cuts down your search. So, if you click on food, for example, okay, then Instagram will give you other things to follow that you may want to follow. So you would look under the category food, and again, you would click on one of them. But let's click the back arrow again on the top left, and you can go to do-it-yourself type aspects, a lot of that. And again, you page down to see what you particularly like, and you touch on it, okay? And that takes you through, and you do the same process again. You have a look at the profile of the person. So we'll click the back arrow again. So you've got all those options on there, but now you can also click on search. So now you can, anything you like. You can also click on hashtags. I know you probably do know what hashtags are from other social media. Anybody not know, just say no, or nod, shake your head or something. I know only 2 of you got your videos on, but I'll tell you what hashtags are. Otherwise, okay, so you all know what hashtags are. So now you can go and add anything you like there. Maybe you write in there gardenscapes, okay, and immediately it now focuses on what you have searched for. Everybody's gardenscapes. Just that is one of, and now you can decide, oh my goodness, okay, what about, if we click on maybe that one, got some furniture in the garden and so on there, we click on that, and a very small space, they've got a very attractive garden, okay, and wow, they've really made the best of it. So you think now, all right, let's click on, get to their profile up top there, okay, so we clicked on the profile picture, and it brings us down to their pictures, and you can see it seems to be less garden and more interior decoration. So that doesn't interest me. So I'm not going to click the follow. I'm going to click the back arrow and go back to, I was looking for gardenscapes, not interior decorating. So, and then I click the back arrow again, and we can look for some more gardenscapes. So that's how you find people to follow, okay? And are there any questions? Let's stop there, because following is one of the interesting things on Instagram, especially as you're getting used to it. You could touch on your hometown and see what comes up. These have all got locations of your hometown on them, associated with them in one way or another. As you can see, I've searched for Perth, Australia. All right, if there are no questions, let's.
Well, I have a quick question.
Yes, Brenda.
And you may have answered it, and it just went over my head. So where they use the hashtag for like posting a picture, they'll put like hashtag whatever verbiage on there. Does that make it show up like in a certain category on the Instagram?
Yeah, yes, it does. I'm going to just click on fruit in pots. Okay, now that's hashtag fruit in pots. So anybody who has put the hashtag in their post or in their video, then it's going to also send a link to this group. Let's call it a folder, a page that anybody who puts the hashtag fruit in pots in their post, they're telling us something about fruit in pots. Okay, so yes, the hashtags become very useful. and it helps you focus your searching. And maybe you want to grow lemons in pots. You see, then you just click on that, and then you go and look at the profile, and then often it takes you to another website that it might be a commercial thing, and they're trying to sell you something like pots or something, and then that's fine. But you want the information. That's why you're searching. That's why you want to follow somebody, is to get their information. Does that answer your question, Brenda?
Yes, it does. Now, do the hashtags work the same way on Facebook?
Yes, they do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's just cancel that. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you the reels down here, which I showed you earlier by default in the search, that one up there. I clicked on that one on the top right. But now let's just click on the actual icon itself.
Cover me in sunshine, shower me.
Okay, so that is Reels, and you can create your own Reels. You can listen and watch other people's. To the right of that is a shopping bag, and it is what it is. Okay, it's shopping. You can open a shop on Instagram. You can sell things, and you can buy things on Instagram as well. And then to the right is the profile that I showed you on the slides. Remember that it knows it's you, so you can now click on edit profile. You can click on those 3 lines, and I'll say again that there is a class that deals specifically the whole hour just with your profile on Instagram. So when you get to that, but most of you are other than perhaps Brenda and Melinda, I'm not sure about Victoria, but they are beginners on Instagram. So I want to now show you, I want to go back to this home page here on the left bottom, the one we started with. And I now want to show you that my plus sign, if you want to post something, is up on the top of Instagram. And the slide I showed you, it was right down at the bottom in the middle. But because Reels is something new, they want to promote it, so they put it down there right in the center. So what you can do now is you click on the plus sign, and the first post comes up. Okay, and now you see at the bottom of the screen the word post. Okay, so now you're posting a picture. Okay, and you see next to it, if you wanted to post a story, you would just touch on story. If you wanted to post a reel, then you would touch on that. Okay, so let's go back to post. Okay, there we are. So, so in this case now, it's all in the same place when you want to post, whether it's a picture or a video. Okay, and so let's say this is a video. This is actually, I took this yesterday. That's a bandicoot from the wild that comes into my garden and eats my leftover bird seeds or food. And I also eats my dog food. I allow it to. Okay, and so it's pretty shy. So, but anyway, I if I wanted to, I could now create a picture with regards to that. Okay, or I've got a draft one down the bottom here, or I can go to manage, or I can take a photograph right now. Okay, so you've got all these options sitting on this page that you want. So if you it's just so many. I'm not sure where to even start to show you. But anyway, if I tap on the drafts, okay, that's also in my garden, and my wife does the decoration. It's just a particular pot with a new member of the family has arrived. That little dwarf, little, what do you call it? Gnome, there we are. Gnome. Yeah, so a little gnome in the pot. So now I don't want to do anything else. I can click on next at the top on the right, and it's now, there we are. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I'd already done. Let me just go back because it was a draft. Okay, that okay. I was going to show you. I've already done the filtering, but I want to then find you a different picture where perhaps I haven't done the filtering. Let's see. You see all my pictures in the library. I told you about them. Okay, so let's just do that one. And you can see he's eating my flowers there. And so now I go to next on the top and hoping this time we'll get the filtering. There we are. Now we get the filtering on the bottom. There's the filtering. And I told you there are so many options. Just look at those options of filtering. And all you have to do, the programming is so good that all you have to do is touch on one of them and it changes your photograph. Okay. And so you can decide whatever you want that really suits you and suits that particular picture. Okay. You know, let's click on Clarendon and you can see that. And you can even make it a black and white. Okay. So let's go to Clarendon. That looks rather nice. Okay, then you'll see we've been filtering. We go to the right and we edit. We click edit. Now we've got all these options, okay, for editing again. And so you can say have a bit of brightness, and then you can make it brighter or duller, you know, whatever, and then say done on the bottom here. You see how easy the editing is. And then you go up to the next again, and you click on next, and that brings you to the final screen I showed you on the, and so we can say my wild bandicoot. Okay. In my garden. Okay. So now you click OK at the top that you finished your typing, and it then brings you the options I showed you in the slide. There are no people in this, so I don't need to tag anybody or put anybody's name in. Add a location, it defaults to the last location, which is my suburb, and so I'm going to leave it there. If you want to pay, you could create a promotion in order to promote something, a product or a service that you're doing. And then you can link it to Facebook, and you can link it to Twitter. And you are now ready to post your first post, okay? So we now click on the top right-hand side, we click share. And we click share, and look, it says there, busy posting. It's posting, and there it's done. Okay, it won't stay there long because people pay to be at the top of that in your profile page. And so you would have to, those are all paid for adverts coming up, and now you get your one. So, and there it is, okay? And now you can also promote it and pay for it to be somewhere if you so desired, okay? And yeah, are there any questions about posting? Because it's exactly the same with the videos and with the Reels as well, the Reels video. But you need to experiment with it.
So Michael, you have to pay to keep this on?
No, it's free.
Oh,
It's free. Everything in Instagram, there's a free version, which you're looking at now. You don't pay for anything. You pay when you want to start marketing and selling a product or something like that.
oh.
You can have it for free, Nancy, all the time. And I've only used this one. I'm going to probably do the business one because I want to put together a business class, but then I have a reason, I have a why then. So if you, this little heart here is your activities on your page from various people that you are working with, and that you are linked in one way or another. You know, I made a comment before class on my daughter, my youngest daughter there. She's just gone into hospital a few hours ago to have her first child. And so, yeah, anything that's happening, you page down and you'd find, you know, there's also suggestions that, and this person liked your photo that I put up and so on. So all the activity that's taking place would be under that heart, but it might also be under activity. It's not all the same on all devices, just on my device. And then on the extreme right-hand side, that is Messenger, okay? A now incorporated Messenger in with Instagram. So you now can email whoever you want to email. You can search and click on them and then click on message, and you can type a message and you can find anybody that's in your contacts. And you can send a message, you can send a link, you can send a photograph, okay? And so that's the Messenger part. That is the boring part of Instagram, is the messaging, because I don't use it for messaging. I message people within Instagram who are following me, and then I interact with them. That's good. Then you're interacting with them. And so, yeah, so that brings me to, you know, I've shown you everything live that I've shown you on the, but are there any questions? I'm going to go back to the home page before I stop sharing. Any questions? Have you learned anything? Nancy, are you going to go into Instagram now? That means yes.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay. And Brenda and Melinda, you both are users of Instagram. Do you have any questions or anything you want me to cover that I haven't covered?
No, thank you. I think you did a good job covering what.
Thanks, Brenda.
Yeah, this has been great. Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. And hello, Hank.
Hello.
Any questions?
No, I've got a good overview of it now. I seem to kind of see what it is, and
Okay.
I download that and see if I can't try it out.
Okay, now that's what you've got to do. Okay, go and try it out. That's what you've got to do. Okay, well, good night to all of you. Okay. Thanks for attending, and see you on another one.
All right, great.
Bye.
Great. Bye, Michael. Hope your daughter has a baby soon.